Hi everyone, this is lesson 2 for the Desmos math contest. I want to look at what is a public domain picture today, how to put a picture in front of a picture in Desmos, and how to create folders. So again, if you go online and you look at the contest, and you go down towards the bottom, right, obviously it talks about early on, it talks about somewhere your type of image that you want to use. It says here all graphs must be the original work of the student. So obviously if you are going to submit your own picture and use that or just create a graph, that's great. But then later on it does say you can use public domain pictures. So I tried to go online and look at what a public domain picture is, and I'm going to put a couple links in the Schoology folder right here. Here's our Unit 7. I'm going to add a couple of, how to find public domain pictures. But Andrew actually came up with the best idea, and that is if I just go into a search, a Google search, right, and do dog in boat, right, I get up all these pictures. Which ones can I use? Which ones can I not use? Well, over here on the right side, it says any license. Maybe it's under an advanced search. But if I click down on here, there's a couple different choices. I am assuming, I'm not 100% sure, that if I choose public domain, that those are the public domain pictures, and that these would then be pictures that you could use for the Desmos art project. Now on to putting a picture in front of a picture. So let's go back to the project I'm working on, right? And let's say I wanted to also add this great little caption. I found this picture, let me get rid of here, that says live, laugh, love. Let's say I wanted to add that. But the problem is it's hiding behind the other picture. Well, the layering will put one picture behind a picture. So this right now is in the first place, and then this second picture comes in on top of it. So really, if I just use notice the little cursor that's showing up, if I drag that behind the picture, now this picture is on top, and you can see right there, if I now wanted to overlap pictures, that would be one way that you could do that if you wanted to add multiple pictures in there. And then the last part of the lesson today is how to create a folder. In the project you're submitting for me, I do want you to have folders of certain features. Again, whether they're facial features or scenery features that you could kind of organize them to. So I'm going to look here. So I'm going to hide my picture, right? So you can see how I've started working on the peace sign, and I've started working on my niece's face here. But if I want to go ahead and make a folder for the peace sign, I'm going to go up to the plus sign, right? Add an item. I'm going to add a folder. And there you can see my folder pops in. I'm going to call it peace sign. And I might even want to, I think I'm going to drag it down below right here. And now when all my red, right, if I go back to here, all my red right now, I was changing the color, so all the red were the peace sign, so it's easier for me to see, right? All these functions right here are all my functions that created that peace sign. I am now going to click on the function and drag it. See that slight difference? If you look really closely, when I drag it up slightly, see how right there that line appears? That line now means that it is in the folder. Again, notice the folder is pointing down. If I close it, there it disappears, and that function disappeared because it's inside of it. So if I want to add more functions, right, I can arrow that down and then make sure my cursor is giving the coordinate axes symbols to me. This is what that looks like. And I can keep there. I can see the line. There's the line. There's the line. So I can keep doing this to all my red equations. And so now when I go into here and I close this folder, they're all in there. And what you might want to do as well, besides just using the peace sign, you can add any sort of other caption on here as well. And I'm going to ask you to do that in the later part of the project as well. So there's your lesson today. Keep working on your pictures, and I'll keep working on mine.